What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel. Is Manchester United 0 and Bournemouth 3? Like, I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this happening or coming. Like, Manchester United losing, especially because it's at Old Trafford. They're playing Bournemouth. Bournemouth and all, they're a good side, but they had the upper hand. Manchester United had the upper hand to win this game. Basically, how do you go from dominating Chelsea last week, being the better team, 10 times better than Chelsea, to losing 3-0 to Bournemouth? Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy. And big credit to Bournemouth. Big credit to them because they were the better team from the first minute to the 90th minute. Bournemouth were the better team. Forget about the fact Manchester United were having the ball, putting them on pressure in the first half when they scored, and also in the second half, the first, I think from 45 minutes to like 60 minutes, Manchester United were pressing them, putting them on pressure. Forget about all that because Bournemouth defended very well and Manchester United couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything. That's the truth. Because Bournemouth, for the fact that they defended so well, Manchester United had the ball, but whenever they tried to break them, they couldn't do it. Bournemouth were the better team from the first minute to the 90th minute. They were far better than them. That's the truth. They were far better than them. That, like, even when Bournemouth were having their transition, countering, you could tell it would be deadly. Something's going to happen. You could actually tell something was going to actually happen because they looked more deadly. This game should have ended 4-0. Like, it's just crazy how they called off the last goal. It should have been 4-0. I think it should have even been more than 4-0. That's the truth. Bournemouth should have scored more than 4 goals. That's the truth. But Manchester United today were very poor. Very, very, very poor. There are some players you look at in Manchester United and you're wondering, what are these guys still doing here? Players like Martial. Like, Martial should be out by now. Like, Martial should just go to another club because he's not up to it. And despite the fact that Manchester United, we all know Manchester United are not really playing well. Like, this season so far, they've not been consistent. I'll still rather have Rasmus up front than Martial. I'll still have Rasmus up front than Martial. That's the truth. Because Martial is not up for it. Garnacho, his problem is just his decision making in the final third. Garnacho, he carries the ball, he runs, but whenever he gets to that final third, he starts thinking about so many things. His decision making in the final third, that's his problem. Harry Maguire, I would say they considered 3, but he tried. At the same time, you can say he was very bad. In fact, today Harry Maguire was bad. He helped. He tried in some situations. He had some good interceptions, some good tackles that were leading to goal. He tried, but still, he had a bad game. They all had a bad game. Shout out to Bournemouth. Like, Bournemouth were just too good. Like, they were too good. Their counter attack was just superb. Solanke was just a problem for them. Like, that defending. This is why you like the Premier League. Like, there's no easy team in the Premier League at all. There's no easy team in the Premier League. Every game is like a final in the Premier League. It doesn't matter if you're coming up against Luton, Bournemouth, Palace. Like today, we saw how Liverpool were struggling with 11 men on the pitch with Palace. Like, when Palace had 11 men, they had to grind out the win. Arsenal had to grind out the win from Luton, and Bournemouth today were just superb. Like, they dominated Manchester United. Like, forget about Manchester United had the ball. They were trying to press them, put them on pressure, trying to like score. Bournemouth were defending well. They couldn't do anything. They dominated Manchester United. They dominated them because even when they won the ball and they were going for their counter, they looked very deadly. They looked very, very deadly. Today, Manchester United were very poor. People like Martial, Rasmus should be starting over Martial. Rasmus should be starting over Martial. Onana is, I don't like, to be fair, from the get, see, for me, for a goalkeeper, the number one priority for a goalkeeper, the number one characteristic of a goalkeeper is to know how to save and catch a ball. Every other thing is secondary. That's the truth. Every other thing is secondary. Martinez in Aston Villa is not good with his feet. But when it comes to shot stopping, knowing how to save, knowing how to position himself, That is primary. The rest are secondary. For a goalkeeper, I don't care about this modern game, or it depends. I don't care about that. But I rather have a goalkeeper that is good at shot stopping, knows how to position himself, knows how to make save, than a goalkeeper that is good with his feet and does not know how to make save, does not know how to position himself. I rather have that, because that one is secondary. To me, playing with your feet as a goalkeeper is secondary. The number one primary duty of a goalkeeper is to know how to save position and stop shot. That's why Edison is, when it comes to playing the ball with the feet, Edison is better than Alisson. But me, I will pick Alisson over Edison, because Alisson is very good at positioning. He's very excellent at making save. He's very big. He comes out. But Ederson is not up there compared to Alisson. Alisson is good with his feet, but when you compare the ball distribution between him and Ederson edges it over him. So for Onana's situation, he just knows how to play with his feet, but the guy, he doesn't even look big. Like, when you see Alisson on the pose, like when you see Martinez, they look big. They look like, this guy, to me, sometimes he looks small. He doesn't even look big. Doesn't look big. The guy is not, he doesn't know how to save. He's struggling. He's really struggling. Yes, it's his first season, but he's struggling. He's really, really struggling. It's a different situation whereby you know how to save, and okay, the team is conceding goals, but we've seen it time over and again that this guy does not really know how to save as compared to De Gea. De Gea might not be good with his feet, but his positioning, his reflex, his saving is way better than Onana. Way better than Onana. And this is, well, I don't understand why they went for Onana, honestly. Maybe because of the Champions League, what he was doing in the Champions League. But I really don't understand, because Onana, so far, he has been struggling. And when you compare, like, yes, it's the first season and all, but man, this guy, he has tried doing some games, but today, Come on, Onana. Come on, today. Like, today he was just terrible too. Like, all of them were very terrible. In fact, all the Manchester United were very terrible. They were not good enough. At Old Trafford, you are losing, like, you lost 3-0 to Bournemouth at Old Trafford. 3-0 to Bournemouth. It could have been more goals. And today, they just have to go and think of the next step. Like, they just have to go think of the next game, because Bayern Munich is coming, and on God, holy God, Bayern Munich is not a team. Holy God. After Bayern Munich, they are playing Liverpool, and Bruno won't be there against the Liverpool game. Wow. Bayern Munich is not, it will be a difficult one. It will be a very difficult one. If they play like this against Bayern, it will be like 6. They will leave that game with like 6. If they play like this, the way they play today against Bayern, to be like 6. Today, they were not up for it. Garnacho, Martial, Anthony, that one was just, Anthony was like complaining. They found, man, get up, you're losing. You can't be complaining of foul kick at places maybe when it's not a penalty. When it's outside the box and has not, like, get up and move. You're losing. You need to be active. McTominay, that one is just good at going into good positions, taking shots, but as a midfielder, he's not really up there. Like, today, they were all poor. And big shout out to Bournemouth, because Bournemouth outplayed them and Bournemouth made them poor. Because Bournemouth were tactically and defensively, Bournemouth were just better than them. Bournemouth were the better team, and they were just too good for Manchester United today. And that's it for me, guys. Please do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you very much.